So this is actually something that a lot of people are doing now. It's become a pretty popular one out there. And it's a no-cook oatmeal. Which again, you do it ahead of time, and you can store it in the fridge, and it'll last about 3 to 4 days, and it's fantastic. So very, very simple recipe. It's 1 part to 1 part to 1 part. So 1 part oats, and these are the large flaked oats.
You don't want the instant oats.
No.
And with steel cut oats, it probably won't work as well because they are so fibrous. You know, they're very crunchy. Yeah. So overnight, basically, we're going to be leaving this in the fridge and letting some of the liquids absorb. With the steel cut, it's not going to penetrate as well into that hard kernel. Mm-hmm. But the large flake oats are a good choice. You're getting, you know, more fiber, and they're lower on the glycemic index than those quick cooking oats that take 5 minutes. So you're better off going with these big rolled oats.
It's kind of like, okay, yes, it's kind of like a wet muesli. Yes, I know in different countries it's called different things, and I've seen this as a muesli. The muesli I'm thinking of is usually a dry mix, like a dry version.
The Swiss muesli is, yeah,
yogurt
Swiss, yes,
mixed
with
absolutely,
oats.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And with, you can, if you didn't want the steel cut oats, what you can do is actually you can par cook them ahead of time. I know some people do that, and then they mix it together. Mm-hmm. But this is much, much faster. So now I've got 1 cup oats, 1 cup of, this is just plain yogurt, Greek yogurt.
Go for the plain yogurt and you save on the sugar. Anytime you're going for flavored yogurt, you're getting some added sugars or artificial sweeteners. It's always better to sweeten yourself with a bit of honey, maple syrup, or fresh fruit.
And we used 1 cup of almond milk, but any sort of milk, any sort of dairy will work. You don't even actually need dairy to make this work. You can even use, I've seen some people use even apple juice or orange juice, and it softens it. The most important thing that you need to break down the oats is some sort of acidic component. So in here would be the yogurt, but if you did something like orange juice, have you ever had, anyone had cereal with orange juice before? You run out of milk?
In a pinch.
It's terrible. It's not the greatest. No. But
not recommended.
as long as you have an acidic component in there, it'll help to break down the oats. So 1 cup, 1 cup, 1 cup, and now we're adding our flavor. So this is vanilla. You can use maple syrup or honey if you want. This is just a little bit of honey. And that is it. So we're going to stir this up just until combined. And this is ready to go. You can add dried fruit if you want. If you want anything crunchy like almonds, I would wait, have that stored and then wait to put it on when you're about to eat it. Otherwise, they'll get nice and soggy. But one thing that I like to do is get fruit. And these are Ontario pears. These are a little crunchier. So if I slice up a few of them and put them in, they'll actually soften up a little bit, but they'll still have a nice crunch, so they won't get too soggy.
That's a good idea. I never know what to do with the hard pears that don't seem to ripen fast enough. Mm-hmm.
So this, we're just a small dice. So that's it. So that's gonna cover overnight. That's all it takes. It looks very liquidy now. The oats will start to absorb a lot of that liquid and they'll thicken up a little bit. But if you like it a little, more on the fluid side, you can add a little bit more milk or a little bit more yogurt or a little less if you want it really, really nice and thick. So that's it. And then you can portion it out the next day into little Tupperware. Sorry, I'm speaking into the fridge.
Where did you go?
Or little mason jars. And like I said, these will last 3 to 4 days. And these are great. You can bring it with you on the way to work, eat it at home. Super fast. So the yogurt, the pears, and then at this point we can top them. So a few raspberries in there.
Berries, some peaches, if you can find some good peaches right now.
A little bit of the almonds. And that is it. Spoon in, and you're good to go. And this is a really nice, tasty